Hey guys, today we're going to talk about type treatment, and this is sort of a huge key when it comes to utilizing the aspect of attention to design. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our title. Our title today is going to be Designs by Jace. We're going to come over here and we're going to grab our text tool, and instead of normally just drawing a text box, we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to tap first because we want to manipulate the text that we're going to be creating. So we're going to do Designs. We're going to hit Enter. We're going to hit Command T to expand the text. We're actually just going to be using a standard font today, even though that font is super cool. We're going to hold down Alt or Option and Shift, and we're going to drag the layer down to copy it. We're going to double click. We're going to say By, do that again, and say Jace. Okay, we have our title font. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out how are we going to stylize this, and which words are we really going to sort of make stand out. Okay, so I want to make the word design stand out because that's sort of a key feature in my videos. And the word by is too short to sort of treat with what I'm actually about to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this layer, and I'm going to add the word or my name Jace after the word by. Now we're going to go to the layer that says Designs and come up here, and we're going to select black to bold it. We're going to reduce the spacing between the letters by making this -50, and we're going to go ahead and make this all caps. I'm going to shrink this just a little bit. We're going to do the same thing to by Jace, except for we are not going to use black, we are going to use light. And by the way, this is Myriad Pro, so if you guys like this font, you can go ahead and buy it. Okay, so now we're going to match up the sides of the D and the B, and we're going to make sure that this is already aligned on this side, which it looks like it is. I'm going to reduce the size to 90 because it does look a little bit tall. We're going to zoom out. So we have our basic title type treatment. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to just pretend like this is a flyer. So I'm going to, or a flyer on an article. So I'm going to say posted on October, what is today, the 14th, 2010. Let me see if I spelled all that correctly. Make sure this is regular, and we don't have to keep the kerning up. Okay, so I'm going to place this here. I'm going to increase the size to, let's say, 18 is good, and I'm going to change the color to orange, because I think it's going to look good on this sort of brown background. Alright, I have good old trusty lorem ipsum up, so I'm going to go ahead and copy some text in. Now I will be making a textual box that matches the same width as my title. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to make sure all of my levels are accurate and my sizing is to where I want it to be. Now, here is sort of a topic that comes up a lot when dealing with web design and print design. The paragraph blocking. Now, some countries do it differently, some designers do it differently. I know in Europe, this is pretty much the standard. In the United States, I know that a lot of different advertising mediums, they like to block their lettering. I like this sort of style, although this doesn't seem too bad to me either. But we'll keep it the way I like it because it's sort of my video. Alright, we are going to go ahead and remove some of this copy because we don't need all of it. And we're going to increase the line spacing to 18 and hit enter. Okay, we are not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and move this up. I want to add another sort of sub header. So I'm going to copy this layer because I want it to be the same size and color. And let's pretend that this is at a location. So we're going to say location to be determined at a later date. Okay, going to copy this layer again, and we'll go ahead and say that I want to put a link, or at least not a link, but my website here. I want to make this 100. Let's make sure all this is 100. We only want that light text to be 90. Alright, let's make this 14. Bring it up. Okay, we have basically the type treatment on what seems to be a event flyer. Okay, so what you could do now is you can actually zoom into this text, and if you have things that you want to highlight, we could technically drop the sort of colorization on this text, and every time we have something that we want to highlight, we will change the color of it. So we can make this either white, so we'll change this stuff to white too, or if there's something very important that we want to showcase, we can make that this sort of orange color we've already used in our title. Damn pen tablet! There we go. Alright, so that's basic type treatment. That's very simple. If you guys have any questions about additional type treatments, I will be doing a lot more of these just because these are fun. And I will also be doing new type treatment tutorial probably next week on adding effects to the actual text. And I will probably be doing another video today just because I like doing these tutorial videos, and I found a screen capturing software that works. So we'll get another one out there for you guys. Alright, as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.